Hey guys, it's Tim from Big Revolution Bike Shop in Odessa, Florida, and today we're going to talk about how to repair a broken chain. If you get a broken chain when you're out riding, your day is going to come to a rapid stop until you get it fixed. So let's talk about how you do it. First thing I like to do is I like to put on some rubber gloves. I keep these with me in my bag that I ride with. This is not my bike, it's too small for me, but a customer had a bike that came in with a chain that's broken, so I'm still struggling to put my fingers in these holes. My giant hands probably won't work very well with these gloves, but you know, any port in a storm, otherwise you're going to get dirty. So let's get this like a surgeon. A little too small. If not, it also pays to have a rag with you. So let's talk about what to do about the chain. Hopefully you have a device like this. This is a speed link. So each of these are a half of a link, and that goes into your chain, and it can kind of serve as an emergency repair link. Most of your chains are going to be put together with this anyway because our recumbent chains are pretty long, and this is usually how bike shops will join the chain anyway. So let's try this. We're going to put one side into this side of the link, and then we're going to grab the other chain down here, give it a pull, get some slack on it, and then we're going to put this chain, this half, on this side. So now we've got the two halves. Now we're just going to bring it together, and this is always the tricky part because you're going to need a little bit of tension on it, and then you slide it into the slots on both sides, keeping it lined up, and it's so easy. Oops, not quite that easy. I thought I had it. But what you want to do is make sure you get those slid together. My glove got caught in there. And you can see here that it's completely set. If it's still, this is where it should be, in a lock position. If it's still here and you see a gap up here, then what you need to do, and it's locked on both sides, you need to kind of put this link on top of the crank by the pedals, hold the rear wheel, and then hit the pedal with your fist forward, and it'll snap that into place. So now this chain should be repaired, and you should be able to get home. What may have been, who knows, what may have been holding this chain together was all this grease and dirt. If your chain looks like this, it's time to get a cleaning. Let me show you how dirty that is. Oh, gross. Look at all that. No wonder I'm wearing gloves. That's awful. So anyway, that needs to get cleaned up. Let me tell you about another way to repair a chain. So if you don't have a speed link and your chain breaks, this is the outside part of the link. This is that inside part of the link that I was telling you about before. If you have this situation, you can use your chain tool to drive the link on this link out to the edge. And there's two different stopping points where it'll kind of catch. So you want to stop before you push it all the way out, but you want it this far out. And the idea there is you take the chain, take a link out to make the repair, and then you kind of just twist it together like this. And you can see I've got it lined up, but nothing has really happened yet. So then we're going to take our chain tool. So what's going to happen is we're going to set that in like this. We're going to back this driver pin up, get it all lined up like this, and then carefully you want to make sure it's lined up squarely with that pin like this, and then drive the pin back into the link. And this is driving it at an angle, so you don't want to do that. Back that up. A lot of times we'll use like a pair of pliers to get it started, but I didn't bring those with me on this, so perhaps next time we should do it that way. Once you get it set, this now it's starting to drive that pin in. You can see that tool is pushing the pin in, and it gets a little bit of resistance there. You want to just get it right to that point where it's flush, and then you can back up your tool, and it should be completely repaired. But this has now got what I would call a stiff link. You can see how it's loose here and tight here. This would probably get you home, but you can see that this is just a little bit high here. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our tool again, and we're going to put it back in our chain tool. We're going to tighten it up, and we're just going to push that pin back just a little bit, right like that, not very far, maybe a quarter of a turn. Back out the tool again, and what's happened now is it's back to loose. So we've fixed that problem, and now the chain is good as new. Should get you home. It may be a link short, but you'll be able to get home. So it's just that easy to change, get a link moved out of your chain, and then fix a roadside problem. It's easy if you know how to do it. And if you need more help or have questions, contact us at Bent Revolution, or go to www.bentrevolution.com. And I can't believe I said www. This is the 21st century. Bentrevolution.com. It'll get you there. Thanks. See you next time.